Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
K-pop news. All the project members leaving Youngseo. No, members leaving out Youngseo. Members leaving out now? Okay. Fans proved over evidence being left out services. From what?
Okay, so let's talk about the situation blowing up around All Day Project and member Young Seo. Because the discourse is literally on fire right now. It all started when the Black label dropped the tracklist for the group's upcoming mini album. Each song title represented a member: Annie, Tarzan, Bailey, Woochen, and of course, Y for Young Seo. But netizens instantly pointed out that every member got a solo or sub-unit track, except Young Seo. And that's when people started connecting the dots and pulling out so-called proof of her being mistreated. Then things escalated when an old clip resurfaced. In the video, the members were talking about Young Seo's dressing habits, and some viewers claimed Annie and the others were making fun of her. One user went viral saying, "I feel really awful about what happened to her. She didn't deserve to be treated like that, not even in an interview." You could see how sad she looked. I honestly don't understand why the members of her own group talked to her that way. People also started bringing back moments where the other four members were hanging out without her, like going to a Travis Scott.
She did kind of look off a little bit in that. Like, she got a little discouraged. But it's,
is there an age difference?
I don't know. But it's a little hard to say, without actually hearing the sound, hearing the vibes, just based on the visual. But just based on this snippet, she did look a little discouraged.
Concert or going shopping, using that as more evidence that she's being excluded. Another user wrote, "Where is Young Seo? They are making it obvious, leaving out Young Seo again. Their group dynamics are a joke."
I mean, guys, they're going to a concert. The whole group doesn't have to go to a concert together. If Young Seo doesn't like Travis Scott, why does she need to? Like, what? Like, y'all gotta stop with this, that the group is best friends outside of work. Like, you colleagues.
It just looks off when the group does group activity. It seems like a good chunk of them do activities together, and then
Okay, but
we see her.
so
being
like
awkward.
let's say you're part of the group and you go fishing. If somebody doesn't like fishing or is afraid of water or afraid of boats,
But we don't know that. That's the thing.
yeah, but like, why do we jump to conclusions that, oh, she's being left out?
Because they also left her out from the soundtrack. Like, she doesn't have her own song. Like, it's just things are adding up.
I don't know.
The math is not
LOL.
mathing.
But on the other side, fans defending the group said all of this is being blown way out of context. They pointed out that the clip of Annie commenting on Young Seo's pink outfits came from a segment where the members had to diss each other for fun, not a moment of actual bullying. And they reminded everyone that Young Seo chose to debut in this group after leaving the Illit lineup. One fan hit back with ADP antis, taking every clip.
To me, it's not that. It's not what Annie said. What Annie said, it was a joke. I get it. It's just the fact how Young Seo reacted. She was kind of she looked like discouraged after that comment. That's what it was.
Out of context to push their narrative that Young Seo is miserable. It's almost like you want to push this image onto her more than you actually care about her. So right now, the fandom is completely split. Some
It's just a big do about nothing, honestly. HYBE reveals messages as Min Hee Jin, accused of influencing staff votes. Democratic, but holy shit, these titles are killing me.
The legal battle between HYBE and former ADOR CEO Min Hee Jin just picked up a whole new layer, and honestly, it's getting messy in ways nobody expected. On November 28th, Min Hee Jin publicly pushed back against HYBE's accusations that she pressured employees to lean toward a certain political party. She dropped a photo from a rally calling for the impeachment of former President Yoon Suk-yeol, saying HYBE was twisting the issue by dragging politics into the dispute. According to Min, she tried to address the accusation directly during her court questioning, but the judge shut it down for being irrelevant to the case. She insisted the conversation HYBE is pointing to was a private message from 2020, long before ADOR even existed, and not some strategic attempt to influence anyone at work. In her statement, Min explained that she has openly supported the Democratic Party in the past and voted for former President Moon Jae-in, adding that she's also backed current Democratic Party leader Lee Jae-myung since his mayoral days. She said she had participated in impeachment rallies and even sent supplies to protesters, emphasizing that these were all personal actions, not professional directives. HYBE, however, presented a very different angle in court. Their legal team cited a workplace community post, claiming Min had told employees not to vote for the Democratic Party, and they submitted Kakao Talk messages from the same period as evidence. Some of the messages included comments like, Why did you vote for the Democratic Party? If there's no party worth voting for, you shouldn't vote. Like me, LOL. You only know voting is a right but don't study. Critics argue that depending on context and frequency, remarks like these could be read as exerting pressure in a workplace setting, or at least creating an uncomfortable environment for employees who disagreed. Min's side countered that the political angle is nothing but a distraction, calling it a frame manufactured by HYBE to pull
It
attention
doesn't
away
bad
from what
that
she
brings
says
that up
is a real
in,
issue.
like in the context of work, because it leaves open that it can be used against you, if not for you too as well.
I don't know. I kind of agree with her defense. Just what does that have to do with anything?
Well, the thing is that they're not. What's their job? Is not to talk about politics.
Depends on what your relationship is. If you're like friends with someone and you joke around it, you can make that comment.
I don't know
Now,
if these people are superior to her or below her.
Exactly. That really matters. If it's like a direct, if it's someone that would take that as an order, okay, there's maybe a little bit more problematic. But if it's someone that wouldn't necessarily take it as an order, if they have that like a relationship where they like joke, then I don't.
Yeah, see, that's why it leaves room for interpretation.
I don't really
that.
like where we're going with this. I don't know what this has to do with anything here. And ENHYPEN Mama speech sparks backlash after Bang Si-hyuk mentioned. What?
Maybe they thanked him. Right now he's on an investigation.
Let's see.
Okay, so ENHYPEN just made major history at the 2025 Mamas by snagging the Visa Fans Choice Award, a full-on Daesang, making them the only 4th-gen boy group to grab a grand
that's
prize
a
at Mama.
Daesang.
Huge moment. Tears.
No, Stray Kids got a Daesang too. But I guess maybe this video was after the first night, so okay.
Emotions. The whole cinematic vibe. But then, one line from their acceptance speech detonated a whole conversation online. During the speech, Youngwon thanked HYBE founder Bang Si-hyuk and said, "Thank you for treating us not as products or business assets, but for respecting us as individual human beings." Now, the members were visibly emotional, and the message itself
Ain't no way this can spark backlash. There was nothing in this statement that is backlash worthy whatsoever.
I feel like it's shading New Jeans because they feel completely opposite.
No, this is not about New Jeans. Why? Why would you even think about New Jeans here?
Because this is under HYBE.
The guys won. They're thankful for there's somebody who picked them, who educated them through the system, helped them. They talk about New Jeans now?
Well, I can see that.
No, you cannot.
I'm telling you what I see.
No,
Excuse me.
you need a new pair of glasses. These glasses don't work.
sounded heartfelt in the moment.
I see it as in a moment where, oh look, this is everything that the
This
girls
is
were
not about
complaining-
New
Let me
Jeans.
talk. This is everything New Jeans ever wanted. Like they said, they never got a photo for Bang Si-hyuk. Never got acknowledgement from him. And so they felt like they were on their own. They only had Min Hee Jin. And as opposed with the others, it seems like they were not treated like as like, I don't know, they weren't treated how they felt like they should have been treated. And that was their opinion. I can connect it. That's the route we're going to go, but let's see.
But the internet did not take it quietly. A chunk of commenters believed the line felt too convenient, given all the ongoing controversies surrounding Bang Si-hyuk and HYBE. Some comments that went viral. This is exactly why I find HYBE so annoying. Who made him say that? What a load of crap. I feel bad for the idols HYBE literally labelled as products in their internal documents. They used to mock other idols, and now suddenly they're pretending they're above that? Girl, please. People weren't necessarily blaming ENHYPEN themselves. Most of the frustration was aimed at the timing, the wording, and the idea that this.
So two things. One, they weren't mocking the other idols. What that was that they collected tweets on X, what people are saying, and that was represented as their thoughts, but it was them quoting the tweets. One. Two, even if there was their thoughts, it's behind closed doors. It really doesn't matter. They can say whatever they want.
Might have been a company-driven PR move rather than a personal message. The phrase, "not treating us as products," landed right in the middle of HYBE being under fire for their internal documents leaked during lawsuits, public criticism over how idols are evaluated behind the scenes, ongoing debates about power dynamics between idols and entertainment companies. So even a positive statement felt like it came with
I don't know why we're making a video about this, honestly. This is not... What's there to talk about here? Like,
I guess that's what's the conversation since Mama was recently, and people got to find something to talk about.
of course, they mentioned the founder who picked them and helped them, but it's like, what? Now, this is such a lose-lose scenario for them. If they don't thank him, it's like, oh, how did you not thank Bang Si-hyuk? If they thank him, how dare you thank Bang Si-hyuk? It's like, it's a lose. Like, it's better they don't win then, because they can't thank him. Because they're gonna get criticized either way. Makes no sense. Some of these people, man. HYBE accuses Min Hee Jin of voting for. She responds with proof. So maybe there's some proof here. It's the same video.
Okay, so just when we thought the HYBE door beef couldn't get any weirder, boom. Politics, voting rights, Kakao Talk receipts. Literally Korea's entire political spectrum just got dragged into K-pop court drama. HYBE came out swinging, accusing former ADOR CEO Min Hee Jin of coercing employees politically, basically saying she pressured staff not to vote for the Democratic Party. Like not just, I don't like them, but actively telling employees who to vote for, and allegedly yelling at them for hours if they disagreed. Hours. Imagine getting roasted at work because of your ballot. Insane. HYBE's lawyers pulled out a post from an employee forum as evidence, where someone claiming to be an ADOR employee said Min scolded them after the election and called people in for voting the wrong way. They even brought a Kakao Talk chat from 2020, where she allegedly said, "Why did you vote for the Democratic Party? And if there's no party worth voting for, you shouldn't vote. Like me, LOL." Like, the casual LOL is so unhinged for an accusation like this. But Min, oh, she did not let that slide. Sis went straight to Instagram with her own counter receipts, like she was doing a PowerPoint presentation in her stories. She basically said, first of all, I've literally been supporting the Democratic Party. Second, how is a 2020 Kakao Talk message being used for a company that wasn't even founded yet? She also said, HYBE is slapping a political frame onto a legal dispute to sway public opinion. Min doubled down by showing actual proof. She said she voted for former President Moon Jae-in. She admitted she was disappointed by his real estate policies, but never opposed the party.
So what
She
is
posted video of herself at a rally, calling for Yoon Suk-yeol's impeachment. She showed records of supplies she sent to protesters, and a photo of herself, literally wearing a blue bag, Democratic Party's color, on election day. Like she really said, you want political? Fine. Here's my voter history, my field trip photos, and my tote bag receipts. She also declared she's been supporting President Lee Jae-myung since his Seongnam mayor days,
She shouldn't
basically
be doing
saying,
that. This is so off.
Why shouldn't she should be doing that? If
I mean,
HYBE is accusing her
well,
of something,
yeah,
she's
no. In
proven
general,
she's...
in general, this shouldn't be happening. Like, this is like, what does this have to do with anything?
No, that's what I said in the first video. Like, why is HYBE bringing this angle to court? Like, what is this?
It's not even necessary.
Yeah, like, I don't know what we're trying to do here. This is so, I don't know.
she's been Team Blue since before ADOR was even an idea. So now we've got HYBE saying Min scolded people over their vote. Min saying HYBE is pulling political theatrics to win a lawsuit.
But even if she was scolding people, Adore wasn't a company, so where was she scolding them at? Like, I was just, why are we talking about this?
It's a lot of missing information.
Yeah, this is, I don't know, like, this is, I don't know what HYBE is trying to do here. I don't like it. Like, I know people don't like Min Hee Jin, but this is not it. Stray Kids win Album of the Year at Mama. Triggers major debate. Fans clash out. Okay, what are we debating about?
Stray Kids have officially taken home a Daesang at the 2025 Mama Awards, winning Album of the Year for their fourth studio album, Karma. But instead of
first
universal
time?
applause,
Yeah.
the win has lit up the internet with a full
So this was the first time JYP Group won Album of the Year at Mama.
Wow.
blown debate.
Congratulations.
The group, under JYP Entertainment,
Wow.
released Karma while continuing their massive world tour. And statistically, the album performed extremely well. On Spotify, Karma recorded over 18.26 million streams in a single day, making it the most streamed K-pop album debut of 2025 so far. On the physical side, Hanteo chart reported over 2 million copies sold on the very first day, a rare and impressive milestone in today's market. By industry standards, those numbers are powerful. However, a large number of international netizens argued that Karma did not have enough domestic Korean chart presence to justify a Daesang win. According to critics online, none of the tracks entered Melon's main chart, which for them raised questions about the decision. One commenter wrote, "Not a single song from the album has entered Melon and got Daesang Album of the Year. Live with this fact." Others echoed similar opinions, saying they had
I kind of have to disagree with them, because when I said that, oh, why the fuck G-Dragon won the Daesang, everybody was, not everybody, but G-Dragon's defenders were like, he's way more popular in Korea than Rose, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so Korean matters. Then Stray Kids are not popular in Korea. Why did they win? I mean, they have a point. If it's a Korean awards, and what matters more, Korean
Yeah, I
achievements
agree.
than international achievements. Why did Stray Kids win? Because they're not doing that well in Korea. They didn't, if they were not charting on Melon,
Yeah.
they have a point. Now, I do think they should have won either way because I felt like they did had a lot of success. But if like
But
if
success where? If it's
but if
measured
we're
in, in
if we're
South Korea.
measuring if it's truly about Korea, I don't know if Stray Kids should have won.
Hadn't even heard the album before the awards. Another user said, like this
But then how
tweet
did
if you
they
have
get
never listened to this.
nominated? So
Well,
if
you
you're
know,
nominated,
If
you have
we're
a chance of
saying
winning.
Mama is giving out attendance awards for G-Dragon, because he performed, why not for Stray Kids to get them to come? Why can't we make that conclusion that okay, Stray Kids won because they came?
This album.
So who should have won based on it being based in South Korea?
I would like to see the stats so we can compare.
Another added,
Because I think it's important every time you make a statement like that, then say who should have won and show the proof, who the stats. Then we can talk about it right now. I think 17 Standard did well. And that would be my backup.
I think I said 17.
I think you did. Yeah, I think.
Because in my impression, but it was different. I didn't know what the numbers were giving in South Korea or if it was popular in the Melon chart. I just thought like
you
Thunder
thought Karma
had
came out too early, too soon.
Too soon.
Yeah.
is it just me, or have I never heard this album? Some fans even expressed disappointment in how they feel the meaning of a Daesang has changed over the years. One comment read, Album of the Year used to mean something. Damn. And the discussion didn't stop there. A number of netizens pointed out that Stray Kids were one of the major artists who attended and performed at the ceremony, while some other top nominees, including 17, were
I mean, 56, I believe it's 56.85 versus 60. But the judges, I think, carried 40%. Judge gave it to the Stray Kids because so they would perform. I think it's not. Is it 56 or 58? I think it's 56, right?
56.85.
I mean, it's not just based on numbers. It's also judges' decision. So judges needed to give something to Stray Kids so they would perform. They gave this. And it's not like they were undeserving either. It's close. It's 3.15 points. 1% basically. It's not that big of a deal. Not 1%, sorry. Tripping.
You should have gone to 17.
Why? 17 wasn't there to perform.
If they were there, they would have gotten it.
Yeah. I think so. I think it was basically whoever's gonna attend is gonna take it. Because it's close, Rochelle. 3 points.
My impression, I thought it was gonna be 17.
This is not the commotion that it should be. It's closer than I thought it would be.
I think should be if it's close.
It's close.
And then based on what criteria and
Judge
what has been
decision
the
40%.
Yeah, but don't act like okay, this wouldn't be a conversation if there was no gap. Obviously, it's close. So since it's close, we're gonna talk about it, speculating more. So what really took it to the next level? Them just being
performing, yeah. Performing, maybe international success. Could be international success that was the tiebreaker. Stray Kids is internationally more successful. That could be the tiebreaker. We don't know. This is not a big deal.
absent. That sparked another wave of comments, suggesting that attendance may have played a role in the final outcome. One person wrote, in conclusion, if you come to the event, you win. Another added, no one not winning.
Yeah, let's be fair. It's the same here in the States. If you attend, you're higher likelihood to win than not. Ed Sheeran said that about VMAs, so.
Just because they couldn't attend? Mama, be less predictable, please. On the other side, fans of Stray Kids were quick to defend the group, pointing out that charts aren't the only metric, and that album sales, international impact, touring power, and global streaming numbers also carry major weight. Many praise the group's consistency, creative direction.
Hold up, let me see what carries this weight actually.
Attendance.
Album of the year. No, none of that carries any weight, guys. It clearly says, record says 60%, 40% judges. That's it. So international success, global power, touring, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect this. But this particular award, it doesn't affect. 60% album sales, which 17 won by slim margin. 40% judge votes, which clearly Stray Kids won. So,
But based on judges' votes, they can take considered other factors.
yeah, of
That's the
course,
thing.
judge can consider who they think is prettier. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is judges is judges. You know, what can you? Of course, attending is something to consider. Like, I think we would be in denial if we said that, oh, attending has no role in it. I think it
But
does.
sometimes you could win without attending and someone receive it on your behalf.
You can, but I think for that case to happen, you have to be a clear favorite. Not no 3-point gap. It would have to be like 10, 15-point gap. And then, okay, you win and don't attend.
So why didn't 17 attend?
Touring, maybe? I don't know. Touring, don't care. I don't know.
And strong fan base support. It's important to note that the boys themselves were visibly emotional on stage, with some members tearing up during their acceptance speech, clearly overwhelmed by the moment. At the end of the day, the 2025 Mama album.
I think Stray Kids deserved it. They haven't won one yet. They a group that should have won one. They won their first one.
I'm not bad at it.
I don't think this is a big deal at all.
I can see why people are talking about it because it was so close.
Yeah, it was close. But yeah, TXT faces criticism for Mama for worst performances.
No, I loved it.
This was one of the best performances. What are we talking about here? Worst performance, G-Dragon, point blank, period.
HYBE's boy group TXT faced intense criticism for their performances at the 2025 Mama Awards. Fans and netizens alike have expressed disappointment, calling their stages among the weakest of the night. The first night of the awards, on November 28th, saw Yeonjun performing solo with the songs Coma and Talk to
Okay, this one we didn't do, so I don't know. I can't really comment on this.
You. On the second night, November 29th, TXT returned as a full group with Upside Down Kiss and Beautiful Strangers.
This was
However,
fire.
the performances reportedly did not meet expectations. A viral post on Pan criticized TXT's overall stage presence, labeling their performance as dead last of the night. The post read, TXT's stage is seriously bad. Their Mama performance today was dead last. The gap between them and the other idols who performed today was huge. With
What is this person smoking?
skills like that, I honestly
Wow.
don't think they could ever handle choreography
Viral
from
post,
groups like
please.
BTS, 17, ENHYPEN, or Ryus. I can't even imagine it. The comment section quickly filled with similar reactions. Some netizens, while acknowledging their fandom, admitted disappointment. I'm a TXT fan, but at this point, their bad performances just make me laugh. You'd think they'd be
That's a
decent
lie.
by now,
You're not a
but
TXT
somehow this
fan.
mix keeps happening lol. When I look at Yeonjun, I can't even tell if he's actually good or not. Sometimes he does well. Sometimes he's unbelievably bad. Kang Taehyun at the club, Huining on late night dates, Subin and Hong Seung-han. TXT failed a long time ago. JYP fans, please stop dragging idols from other companies. Stray Kids and ENHYPEN One Daesangs. While that person didn't get anything, and even ruined their solo stage, please reflect. Because of your solo, more fans left. You could have at least performed well.
I think what's happening here is some sort of divide in the fan base. I think Yeonjun, the fans of other four guys are kind of jealous at Yeonjun, so they're.
I said, why did he perform the first night? and
Yeah,
the
I
group
think this
performed
is what's
second night?
happening because the group performance as TXT was really good. Top 3 performances of the whole event. I don't know what y'all smoking on to say that this was not good. Yeonjun solo, I don't know. I didn't really vibe with his songs when he dropped. That's why we didn't react. It was kind of whatever. So I can't say how he performed, but the group performances, I don't know what was point something that was wrong with them. They were live, energy was fire, dancing was fire. I don't know what you want out of them. Outfits, okay, but everybody's outfits were tame. Yeah. I think it's the Yeonjun solo fans are dragging the group, and it's just some sort of divide. Because let's be real, we talked about it too. I think in TXT's reaction that Yeonjun is kind of getting more attention than other 4, in terms of like how much hype is given. Because he dropped already, he had 2 drops. Other solos only had when they dropped that album where each member had 1 solo, but they didn't have a focused solo drop. Versus Yeonjun had 2 already. So I can see how other Aggies are mad at Yeonjun. Like. It's not his fault, it's HYBE's fault essentially, or whoever, but big hit.
I think everyone has to wait their turn. I guess it's like.
But
this
why
right
is
now,
not 11111? Why is it 2000? Come on.
I'm gonna tell you, because right now, okay, they focus on Yunjin. It's just maybe the strategy. Okay, we'll do this. Maybe next year will be the other guys, and then
But
they will say the same thing for the other
he-
new person.
He had 2 years drops, 2024,
Mhm.
2025. So what the
I
other
don't know
guys
what the
have to wait 2
strategy
years?
is. I don't know what the strategy is.
No,
I'm just
so.
wondering. Okay, everyone is just having different timing for a drop. They got to plan for each other's drops.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know what's the protocol for that. Okay. Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And always, share as much kindness as possible.